We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. It should be a good Diamond Dynasty matchup tonight between the Blues and the Machine. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Here's Mookie Betts, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Blues, second baseman, Mookie Betts.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. A wave and a miss. Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game. Digging in, number 9. He stands in for the first time in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Under it is Griffey as he takes it for out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Mike Trout. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And a ball 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Drilled to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single. Some two-out success to keep the top of the first alive. Ready now, Ted Williams. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here's the first pitch to him. Slapped hard the opposite way. On his junior, but this is a base hit. Now batting, Nolan Arenado. Looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
And the fastball is off his glove, and it gets away. And it's a defensive meltdown there as the go-ahead run scores on what should be a passed ball. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. 3-1. Here it is. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Now at the plate, Kenny Lofton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading
first.
off for the machine, center fielder Kenny Lofton.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball one.
Well, this veteran pitcher lets you know right away what his game plan is. Fastball inside. He's trying to take away that inside part of the plate to open up the outside. Showing us early.
And this is fouled back and out of play. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball three.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
And Tulowitzki takes this one for the first out.
Batting second,
Here's Corey Seager.
the shortstop, Corey Seager.
And no swing, apparently. Ball one.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Late that time for a strike.
Man, he's got a good fastball. He showed it off right there. He blew it right by him.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Batting
In now,
third,
Mookie Betts.
right fielder,
No one aboard for him, and two gone here in the first. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Fouled straight back. Again, a 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
I like the pitch right there. Got it to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Oh, I got to give advantage to hitter in this AB. Man, he's seen a lot of pitches. He's sitting 2-2. Anytime you've seen this many pitches, you now have him measured really well.
And another foul ball. Here's another 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball three now. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd. Foul. This is indeed a battle. The 11th pitch coming up. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Stepping in, Daniel Murphy. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
First baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Into the windup and the pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now.
Troy Tulowitzki.
Here comes the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
We are now watching him put on a clinic. This is exactly the way he loves to hit. Very patient, and now he's got a 2-0 count looking for his pitch.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Now at the plate, Chris Sale, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Sale.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale.
Freddie Freeman.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Batting fifth.
Here's Buster Posey now.
Buster Posey.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So here's Francisco Lindor now. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away.
Francisco Lindor.
Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Here's the 0-1. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Runner at first here, one man out. A bullet to first base. And he'll take it to the bag for the out. Now at the plate, Lorenzo Cain. And he'll start out there half of the third, top of the order to follow.
Lorenzo Cain.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Oh, he reached back to Townsend right there. I like that early in the count. Here it is, big fella. I know you're a good hitter, but I'm coming right after you.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Riding in once again, Mookie Betts. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Now it's 2-0.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Digging in to try it again, number 9. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike. 2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this 2-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3. And into the box now, Ken Griffey Jr. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Ken Griffey Jr.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
That fastball right there will humble you. He threw it right by him. So now what do? You spread out, you use your hands, and try to be as quick as you can when you see that ball get released out of his hand.
Billy Burns will get a shot here as a pinch hitter. Popped high in the air. Murphy is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away. Stepping into the box, Justin Turner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Now that's a big swing. That's what the big fella's supposed to do. Let it go downtown. Let it all fly. He let the dog out right there.
Please.
I want to see if he calms it down or does it again on this pitch.
Jonathan Villar will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And they'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Jonathan Villar becomes out number 2 this inning. Hit back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. They'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Center fielder, Mike Trout.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball that just misses inside. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. 1-2. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit up.
2-2.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Betts is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ted Williams. He reached on a single in his first try. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. Digging in for his second at-bat, Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Nolan Arenado.
Change up a little bit inside. 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Villar ranging into shallow right, and he makes the catch for the second out. Ready for another chance? Daniel Murphy comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Well, Matt, I'm looking at that 0-1 pitch right there, and I'm thinking he got lucky. I mean, that ball down and in, that's right in his wheelhouse. Some guys, that's a good spot. For him, that is not a good place to flirt around with. I wouldn't do it again.
Slow roller back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Now in the box, Kenny Lofton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Center fielder, Kenny Lofton.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success. His timing looks good right there, Matt. That's following up after a fastball. He still was able to get a piece of that breaking ball.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Kenny Lofton sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Hit down the line at first. And he is out on the tag. Here's Mookie Betts. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. Bouncer down the line. That's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Kane is under it. And that's the third out. Here's Troy Tulowitzki. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
And this one's over for a high strike. 1-1.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Tulowitzki comes up empty there as he swings and misses for the first out.
The pitcher number
Striding
41.
into the box, Chris Sale comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit. So the lineup card turns over with one away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot. In now is Lorenzo Cain. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Runners on first with one down. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. And this is on the ground is short. Could be two. And they'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all. Ready once again. Mookie. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a line drive. Foul.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it.
Kane runs. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now another 1-2. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one in. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Freddie Freeman
Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Kane on the move. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Stepping into the box, Buster Posey. He singled his last time up. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Weak chopper up the line. That winds up foul. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. So here's Francisco
Now
Lindor
batting.
now.
Third baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Lindor.
And that misses low and away. Ball one.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Williams giving chase, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working because he is.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Digging in to try it again. Number 9.
Leading
0
off
for
for
2 on his
Saskatchewan.
line thus far.
Catcher. Number
First
9.
pitch on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1.
Oh, he hung him one right there. Curveball right down the middle. Those balls go a long way. He must have been looking for something else.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Number 27.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up on the backhand. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Ted Williams. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Matt, I don't know if you know this, but less than 60% of his first pitches have been for a strike. And he's still having a good game. I don't know what he's doing. They just haven't been able to figure him out.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. 0-2, here it comes. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. Posey gathers it, and that ends the inning. Ready for another chance? Billy Burns. He's
Leading
0
off for
for
the
1
machine.
thus far.
Left fielder.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going.
Got him swinging on the
batter,
fastball
number
there.
5,
Billy
second
Burns
baseman.
becomes the first out in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Villar.
Jonathan Villar is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Throw to Murphy's in time, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jacob deGrom comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Paul Goldschmidt will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
And that swung on and fouled straight back. 2 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone, see if he'll chase. I'd go even further out.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. Jake Diekman is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Here's Nolan Arenado. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Leading off for the Blues, third baseman.
And this is going to be a foul ball.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Daniel Murphy stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. A pause and the 0-2. Ground ball right side. VR is right there. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Ready for another shot now. Troy Tulowitzki. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And this is low, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 offering now to Tulowitzki. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Here it comes on 1-1. 1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his. Ready once again, Kenny Lofton. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. Now a bunt attempt here, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Fouled straight back.
He's just fouling him off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Squaring with 2 strikes as he gets this one down. And Lofton can't quite beat it out as he's retired at first on the bunt attempt.
The batter number 5.
Here's Corey Seager. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Kane is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in once again, Mookie Betts. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And a neck-high fastball that time.
2 outs, base is empty, and I got one of my power guys at the plate. This is where you let it fly right here. Give me a home run or a double. Give me some kind of extra base hit here.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that 2-seam fastball this far.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone! At the plate, Freddie Freeman. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. A little tardy there. No ball.
0-1.
And a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball right into the shift. Betts takes it in. Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. Stepping in, Chris Sale. He'll have the first crack.
Catcher, Chris Sale.
Here it comes. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. A 1 pitch on its way. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball.
Well, that was unexpected. You're looking for the sinker down. He throws a fastball up. Now he's just changed the game on you. He's forcing you to look somewhere else.
And this is heading for the seats and out of play to the left. Ready with the 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Striding in once again, Lorenzo Cain. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Here it comes. Here's a sinker to start him out. But he wouldn't bite. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Little dribbler down the line, but it gets foul. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Into the box now, Mookie Betts. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
Everybody knows he's got that fastball that gets up to the 100 miles an hour. Just have to be ready to swing.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now. 0-2. 0-2. Here it comes. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike three. They weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Lofton is there, and that retires the side. Now at the plate, Buster Posey. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Catcher.
Into the windup and the pitch. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
What makes hitting so difficult is covering both sides of the plate. And that hard pitch right there that was inside makes it awfully tough now to cover both the inside and the outside part of the plate. Looks to me like he's just trying to do too much up there at the plate. That's an easy trap to fall into when you're the tying run, but you can't be chasing pitches out of the zone.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I think, Matt, that was a result of the fastball the pitch before. He's throwing so hard, he got onto that fastball in that situation.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Left side. And that'll get on past Tulowitzki. It's a base hit. Digging in the switch hitter, Billy Burns. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And he takes ball 1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And there he goes towards second. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. Throw goes to first here, so it works just as they drew it up. And now the possible tying run is in scoring position at second. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. Here comes the tying run home. And he is out at the plate. They are denied. Striding in, number 9.
Leading off for the Blues, catcher.
First offering on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Well, that's such a great pitch for the pitcher. It's so hard to lay off the changeup when you're looking for a fastball on the first pitch. And clearly, he was looking fastball.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. He's set, and the pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball is put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate.
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base. Here's Trout waiting on the 1-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. 1-2, here it comes. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
2-strike back foot slider. That's a classic pitch. Nice job of laying off of that.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ted Williams stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you throw.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that sinking fastball didn't sink. It stayed high. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. He's set. Here's the 3-1. And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk. Here's Nolan Arenado. strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Johnny Damon will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 18.
And the first pitch is chopped
Johnny
foul
Damon.
right at home plate. It's strike one. The 0-1. Runner goes for second. A pitch out. The throw. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. Now in the box, Jake Diekman. He'll start things out, needing just a run to tie it here in the bottom of the ninth. Anthony Rendon will pinch hit here, and he's the potential top. Popped up, calling for it. Hosmer, one away. Now at the plate, Kenny Lofton. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Into the windup and the pitch. Line to the right side. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a one-out single. Here's Corey Seager. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Quick check on that tying run at first. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down. One out and a runner on second base. And now the runner's trying for third. Fouled back. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Well, the conditions are getting tougher. The rain is intensifying right now. So doing the little thing.
Oh, and he's into third safely with the stolen base. Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. So there's ball 4. And it wouldn't surprise me a bit to see the next guy get 4. Wide ones as well. Francisco Rodriguez.
Your attention, please. Now pitching.
First offering on its way. Mookie Betts swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
Did you see that swing? He threw it right by him. I tell you what, this is the alpha male bat.
And it's a base hit, and we are tied here in the ninth. And he'll pull into second with one away. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's looking to bring home the winning run from third. Ball 1. The 1-0. And this is fouled back and out of play. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now the 1-2 pitch. This is line to left. The catch is made. Here comes the winning run from third. And the winning run will score as they walk off with a 3-2 victory. So we witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor.